welcome to Moving Day. Today we've come to Basildon in Essex to meet a couple who are moving out of a house full of memories to start a brand new chapter in their lives.
Yes, they're leaving their ex-local authority 3-bed terraced house for a new 4-bed place in the small nearby town of Wickford.
And when are they moving?
That's tomorrow, Sal.
Meet the Bates of Basildon. Pauline originally moved into this council house with her first husband in the 1970s. That marriage ended, but Pauline continued to rent the family home with her 3 children. When she and Andrew got together, they decided to buy the house from the council, and now it's time to move on.
Their new semi will be somewhere they'll have more space for themselves and their big passion, making and drinking beer and wine.
Hey! How you doing?
Hi, Sally.
Gavin, how are you?
Good to meet you, Andrew.
Come on in.
Oh,
Thank you very
excellent.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. So tell me, how long have you guys lived here for?
I've been here for 33 years.
And I've been here 15. It's got to the stage where, it's sort of like, been here so long, it's sort of, let's move to a house
Yeah, we can't really do any more, really, can we?
let's move to a house with a bigger garden, a bit bigger house.
Yeah, more room.
And more importantly, the house will be our home.
Now, you've put loads of work into the house. Have you put the same kind of effort into the move?
There's quite a few packing boxes all over the place, and I'm quite surprised that this ceiling hasn't fallen down with what's above it.
Why don't you go cast your expert eye over the place?
I will, Sally. Mind, here you go.
Just don't bring the whole floor down with your extra weight up there.
We've had a birthday here, Andrew's 50th. The balloons are still floating around. As for the lounge, telly and stuff still needs to go, but that can be done on moving day. A couple of big sofas, but judging by the doorway, they should go out quite smoothly. As for knick-knacks, loads of pictures of the family all around here, so we better pack them up very, very gently.
You have 2 daughters.
That's right.
So between you have 5 children, and how many grandchildren?
8.
That's a big number. So if you have a whole family get together at Christmas time, the whole house is like just jam-packed with people.
Yeah, it's much easier in the summer when we can have a barbecue and it's all out there. But
Barbecues are great in the summer.
Oh, potential problems straight away. Glass lampshade, top of the stairs. Yes, as I thought, that will interfere with the cupboard. Few scratches on there, that's happened before. I'll probably bang the head on it, and there's loads of big items to come out of here. Ready for the move. This is what's commonly known as a staging room. All the boxes up here ready to go. All the soft stuff there just in bin bags makes it easier to pack. And of course, the all-important sunbed. After all, Basildon is part of the Essex Riviera.
So a bit of a wrench for you, I would think, leaving here after 33 years.
yeah, yes, I mean, this week I've become a bit emotional, obviously.
Yeah.
But
And today,
especially this morning. I thought, I can't cope with this, you know.
So what was going through your mind this morning when you were feeling all emotional and upset?
Literally, this is our last full day here.
And into the heavy room that they mentioned. This is the big staging room. Loads of stuff, all the beds ready to go out. Good labelling system as well. All labelled up with a sticky label, taped up together. And you've even got all the fixings and the hangers all put in one package. That's a good way of doing it.
Back downstairs, I'm keen to have a very small taste of Andrew's home brew.
My hobbies, ultimately, I suppose, is making the wine and the beers.
My hobby's drinking it.
I like your style. I'll join in with that. Can I be a part-time hobby person in that direction? So
the wine's there already.
What, is this your own wine?
Yeah.
Oh, that smells good. So you make this wine here? I better make sure Gav doesn't find this lot.
All right, Sal, how's it going?
Very well. Lovely hydrangeas, aren't they? So
very
how's
nice.
the tour around the house?
Sal, I think they're ready for this move. I've checked it out, and there's not only 1, but 2 staging rooms.
You love your staging areas. He really does.
So now I've seen loads of pictures of the rest of the family. I'm going to have a chat with Pauline and find out exactly who's who.
Not so fast, Slacker. Come on, there's plenty of electrical jobs to do. Plus, the shed needs to be emptied out as well.
OK, I'll do the shed this afternoon, the electrics in the
Good,
morning.
I like you to be busy, busy, busy.
What are you going to be up to?
Well, I'm going to reminisce with Pauline about some of her memories here at this house and chat to her about the new house, find out all about that.
Doesn't sound fair, but if any of that wine gets opened, let me know, please.
Oh, yes, you'll be the first to know about that.
Excellent.
I hear it's very strong stuff. So it's semi-detached.
Yes.
And then we look at the nose inside. Look at the conservatory.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, it really is a lovely conservatory.
I mean, look at all these bedrooms. There's loads of them.
Yeah, 4 this time. We're moving from 3 to 4. So.
Yeah, I mean, most people at your stage, when the kids have all flown the nest, they'd be downsizing, but you're actually going to a bigger house with more bedrooms. I mean, you've done very well with this house, because when you bought it, it was about 15 years ago, ex-council house. So you bought it and obviously, you know, got it for quite a reasonable price.
Yeah,
then.
we did.
You told me you bought it for, was it
£33,000.
£3,000? And then you sold it for how much?
140.
So what are you looking forward to most at the new house?
Being in a different location, which we think is very nice, and having a semi-detached house with a garage is going to make our lives a lot easier. And also, just the whole thing really, the house, the conservatory, the garden.
Fabulous. Oh, it's very exciting.
So, lots to look forward to. Pauline and Andrew will miss their wildlife-packed pond, but something they won't be sad to see the back of is their rather cramped garden shed.
This is literally full to the rafters.
Believe it or not, it does operate in a some kind of fashion. Yeah, all my electrical stuff and DIY products and everything else is on the right-hand side. I've got some sun lounges underneath. I've got the gazebos stacked up on the side, and obviously suspended from the roof.
Everything else?
Everything else, including my beer and wine making equipment, which is definitely going with me.
You mentioned all your DIY stuff. Have you done a lot of work on this place?
Yeah, you know, over the years I certainly have, you know, done a lot of work on it. The bathroom's been completely renovated out, all the bedrooms have been done, the lounge, the kitchen. Yeah, in many ways I'm going to be sorry to see it go. We've put ourselves last, you know, we put our children first and everything, and basically now it's come to the time that I feel that, you know, we are now doing this. We're now moving into a house which is going to be our own.
Now, what about the new place? Is there any work that needs to be done there?
It's decorated to a high standard, but I must admit, everybody's decoration is always to their own particular taste.
That was so polite and tactful. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Now, what we're supposed to be doing is packing away beautifully all these lovely photos you have in the frames up there. But in fact, we've got a bit caught up in the photo albums, a little trip down memory lane. Loving seeing you a few years ago. Is this a birthday here, this one here?
I think it's a birthday, yeah.
But you're looking really, really glamorous there. And is that Andrew there?
It is, yeah.
I tell you what, he is good looking. I've got one of him here, dancing, doing a wee jig.
Yeah.
After too much homemade wine, I think, there. And I love this picture, the two of you, Christmas time.
Yeah.
Looking very much in love. Now tell me, how did you meet Andrew?
We actually met at my place of work.
Basically, I suppose you could say that I chatted up the receptionist.
I decided I'd had enough of that job, so I was leaving. He found out and he came to see me and asked for my phone number. But for some reason, he didn't contact me for about 9 months after that.
Because to be honest, I was a pretty screwed up guy. There's no getting away from it. You know, the breakup of my marriage, it hit me very hard, and I know that Pauline was going through a very difficult period, and I didn't want to impose and give her any more hassle. But eventually, I sort of picked up the phone 9 months later and sort of said, well, you know.
He just asked how I was doing, where I was working, and would I like to go out for a drink with him. So that's what we did.
I took her out once or twice, and as we took her out, well, I moved in and we got married, and to be honest, it's been absolutely brilliant.
But one thing though, if you don't get this shed sorted out, you'll be sleeping in the one at the new place. So we better get it. Right, are you keeping this?
Yeah, I better do, because I borrowed that from guys at work.
Okay, what's next?
I think we could take the bike out.
Right, Polly, now it's time to wrap these little beauties up. Now, who's that one there?
That's Lowe, she's my granddaughter.
It's always a good idea to wrap and pack similar objects together. A snug fit will ensure a safe trip for this lot.
My bike.
You can see the roof, that's a good start.
Sheds, garages and lofts tend to be left till last, but it's never too late for a good old chuck out.
And who is this little cherub? Is that Andrew?
It certainly is.
Look at him as a schoolboy. Isn't it terrific?
6 years old.
Oh, this is a really nice
Not so innocent now, eh, Andrew? With your moonshine hoard under the stairs.
And that's a Cillian red one. And that one we can crack open. Oh, so, that one.
Oh,
There you go.
To your health, Sally Gray.
Now, housewarming gift, any ideas?
Well, they've got a conservatory in the new place. They've never had one before, so I'm thinking maybe we could furnish it for them.
I think it's a great idea. A real focal point would be the new conservatory, maybe some tables and chairs. The whole family could dine around. They
Very
have some
nice.
of their home-brewed wine.
I hear the wine's particularly good.
So do I, actually.
Have you had any?
I've not had a chance. And you?
No, of course not, of course not.
They say it's rather potent.
Oh, I believe so.
Coming up, a neighbourly farewell ends in tears.
But will the move actually happen at all?
So what happens with all my stuff?
Well, this is it. It's the morning of Pauline and Andrew's big day, and it's bin day as well, which is great news for a last-minute chuck-out.
It's going to be an emotional move. Pauline's been here for 33 years. Andrew's been here for 15. Sal, have you got your tissues handy?
No tissues, but I've always got a shoulder to cry on. Come on, let's go and see how these guys are today, shall we?
Fantastic.
Morning, good morning. How are you both?
Yeah, okay. It's okay this morning, but...
You're sounding a bit weary.
Hello, how are you?
What happened? Did you sleep well?
I was in such a state, I just fell apart.
No.
I just felt exhausted, frustrated, harassed.
Yeah,
the whole lot.
Everything was
emotionally
coming out.
drained. And I just lost it for a little while, and then I was okay.
The removal guys are here in the shape of father and son team, Barry and Gavin.
Something that's too precious to go on the lorry is Andrew's prized collection of paintings by his late mother.
This one, I just love the eyes on it, and
Oh, yes.
it's so beautiful. Yeah,
That's beautiful. I love this
Yeah.
one here, the lady with the pink scarf.
yeah.
That is just stunning. So you've never actually hung them in your house?
But I haven't hung them in my house because they've only recently come into my possession.
Yeah. There's another one.
And that one there, the reason why I got that one is because that's me.
It's you! Oh, look at you, the little boy. I've seen pictures of you already when you're a wee boy, actually,
Yeah.
but that's when you're a bit younger. That's cute, isn't it? Really
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm just lucky to have had such a wonderful mum.
It's a hot day, and clothes are coming in for a spot of removal too. But that truck won't be going anywhere until Andrew gets the all-important completion call from the solicitor. I found a heavier box this time, Barry. It's wine from the kitchen.
It's not that heavy though, it's not too bad. Some of the boxes they fill up like this are too heavy for British Association of Removals.
Is that right?
There's a certain weightage that you can lift one person, which is about 35 kilos, and this is about 50, is too much. But the customer doesn't know this, obviously.
Right,
They
but you've
don't
still
understand.
lifted them and brought
We
them into
still
the
lift them,
truck?
yeah.
Do you? Have you ever had to take stuff out and say, look, I'm not lifting that, it's just too heavy?
On the other occasion, haven't we, Gav? I have had the odd one where they filled a tea chest up with bricks.
No.
I think you're going to lift that up in all honesty.
Panic station.
With the white goods on their way out, I can get down to business.
Electrical job time now, and as you can see, the fridge freezer's now gone. That used to sit inside here. And the wiring we got behind it need a little bit to be desired. I think it's the best way of describing it. Now, all the electric's off, so I know it's safe to work on. I've switched it off myself, and it's just a case of connecting it all up and putting the socket front on.
Unless you're highly skilled in electrical work, moving day isn't the time for practicing. Get the professionals in, or you could leave the new owners and yourself in big trouble.
Although almost everything's on the removal lorry, there's a hitch.
Right, just a minute, Dagmar. What do you mean if the money hasn't reached the bank account by 5 o'clock? If that money hasn't reached my bank account by 5 o'clock, that means that you won't be able to transfer the money over for me to buy that property today. So what happens with all my stuff? Okay, thanks very much. Okay, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.
What on earth is going on, Andrew?
Well, the money's left our buyer's, the new owner's account 2 hours ago,
Yeah.
and it hasn't reached my solicitor's bank account.
Oh, no.
If the money hasn't transferred over by 5 o'clock, this is still my house, and the house we're moving into isn't our house.
It's like a big game of Tetris, that, isn't it?
Despite the uncertainty, packing continues, with the final bits of wine paraphernalia going on last.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times 6 is an awful lot.
That'll be 108, actually.
Yeah.
The truck is full, the house is empty, and with precision timing, some good news comes through.
Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Sounds better.
That's good. Yeah, so the money's gone... It's going down the line.
Good.
So my money's gone out of my solicitor's bank account to my the house that we're buying, and that should hit around about 3 o'clock.
After decades in the same home, it's time to say goodbye to long-time neighbour Franny.
It is.
Okay.
I'm not going to miss you.
Oh.
I know.
Well,
look
likewise.
at good, great neighbour. You've got tears welling up, Franny. Look at you. Oh, she's getting all sad. Look.
Oh, no, it didn't mean to make you cry. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you
Promise.
soon, Brian. Okay. Lots of love. Okay, you take care. All right.
And a final farewell to the house itself.
Are you ready to say goodbye?
Yeah.
At last. You two ready to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Pauline bought their 3-bedroom house 15 years ago from the local council for £33,000, and they've sold it for £140,000.
They've bought a 4-bedroom chalet-style semi 6 miles away in Wickford. It cost them £238,000.
Come here, girl.
Oh.
Welcome home, love.
Welcome home to you.
And here we have the lounge.
Now, I'm going to ask you about the decor. You told me you want to change some rooms. Which of the rooms do you want to change? Is this one of them?
It is one of them.
Upstairs, the bedrooms are positively kaleidoscopic, but the Bates plan to give the house a less busy look.
The all-important new addition, because you've never had one of these before.
Yeah,
beautiful.
very nicely done, isn't it?
So warm, isn't it?
Your garden. Look how beautifully
Oh, yeah.
manicured it is.
Yeah, isn't it lovely?
Oh, it's beautiful out here.
Yeah,
really
It's
lovely.
fantastic.
Yeah, Sal.
Oh, look. I love this.
As everything piles in, the house gets its first family visitor, Andrew's oldest daughter, Sam.
Lovely to meet you. Yes.
Yeah, she brought us a little card. The kettle's done a runner and the bed is in the hall. The sofa's in the doorway and it's just won't budge at all. There's boxes in the kitchen, the living room and loo. You're really stressed and knackered with a million things to do. Removal men have managed to behead the garden gnome, but don't worry, it's all part of the joys of moving home.
Oh, that's lovely.
Bird, I'm back.
How are you getting on
do need
directing
that,
the traffic? Is it going okay?
Yeah, they're doing so well.
Now tell me, what is your priority going to be now? Getting the house organised. Which rooms do you want to?
Well,
get sussed?
we've got to have a good night's sleep tonight, so I think the main bedroom.
I love these things. They're so
Yeah, they're
freaky, aren't they?
brilliant,
It's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame going into the house. No offence, you're looking attractive with it. Kind of attractive.
The house is filling up, and at last Andrew's wine rack has found its new home.
Right way round.
My imagination's running right now. Seeing that filled up, that'd be absolutely wonderful.
And Andrew's new next-door neighbour seems intent on helping him out.
Hello,
Yeah,
neighbours,
grief.
new neighbours.
Yeah, hello neighbour, just don't go away just a minute. This is unbelievable. Thank you very Jack, pleased to meet you. Thank you ever so much. It's my name's Andrew, my wife's Pauline, so
Enjoy yourself.
I will do. Thank you ever so much. I will do.
Everything's in and the house is in chaos. But all Pauline wants is somewhere to rest her weary head at the end of a long moving day.
There we are. Now we can stand back and look. The joy is the new bed. You shattered.
I am pretty tired. Yeah, we both are. The emotional side of it is very tiring.
What's been your sort of saddest part of the day, do you reckon?
Well, I suppose just leaving.
Yeah.
You know.
You slept in that your last bedroom in your old house for 33
years.
years in the same room. And here you are somewhere new, uncharted territory tonight.
Yeah. I can't wait to go to sleep.
Pauline's children and grandchildren have come round to check out the new place. Just as well they're here. We need a hand to move Pauline and Andrew's Prezi into their new conservatory come family dining room.
Pauline and Andrew, could you come through, please?
Oh, right.
Now, this is for your new conservatory, somewhere for all the
Fantastic.
family to be. Are you ready for this? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's really brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, that's absolutely wonderful. Oh, excellent. Well, a day like today.
I know. Oh. Congratulations on your new home. May you have many happy years.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Thank you ever so much.
Cheers.
Clink.
Cheers.
Well, that's it from today's episode of Moving Day here in Wickford, Essex.
Now, if you're about to move house, then good luck to you. And guess what? We've got all the handy tips that you need to help your move run smoothly on our website. And the address is itv.com/movingday.
So from Sally, myself and the Bate family, farewell.
Goodbye. See you soon.
folks.
Bye. Bye. Since moving day, Andrew's wine rack in the garage is filling up fast. Plus, the Bates are planning a big family Christmas dinner around their new dining room table.